G'day, it's Shane from McLaren Grape TV, and thank you for joining me at my home bar. But more importantly, thank you for helping me spread McLaren Vale wine to the world. Today, another experiment. I've been doing a few the last few weeks about aging wines. And yesterday, I tried the Marius Sympatico Shiraz from 2010. Now, Marius is one of my favourite producers in the region. Has a wonderful, wonderful patch of dirt. Makes an exceptional wine, I think, an exceptional value. As an example, this wine's in the order of $30, maybe just a little bit less than $30 a bottle. Now, the other thing for me is the 2010 vintage. I helped pick the grapes for this particular wine, not for the whole lot. I think he had 4 pickings that year, and I helped pick in one day over the 4 days of that vintage. But I feel a sense of ownership of the wine. Now, I recently got my an allocation of this wine, and thought I should try it. Tried it last night, and it was obvious to me that it needed more time. Easily needed heaps of time. And then I thought, well, I'll let the wine sit for a couple of days, put the vacuum van in it, and away we go, and try it again later. And then when I went to do that, I thought, no, we'll try something different. I won't vacuum van it. Now, the vacuum van takes the air out of the wine. I thought I'd just put the screw cap back on the bottle, leave it for nearly 2 days now, say day and a half, and see what difference that would make. Now, I've opened the wine about an hour ago, taken the lid off it again, and I'm really excited to try this because I'd have to say it wasn't at its peak when I first opened it. It did need some airing and some time. So, after all of that, let's do the wanky thing. Oh, that is so different. So different to last night. Well, I suppose nearly 2 nights ago, isn't it? The other night. There's an intense level of plum there, really attacking the nostrils. A little bit of licorice. A little bit of lavender, interestingly enough, which I certainly wasn't expecting. There's some other herbs there, maybe spices. It's not cinnamon or nutmeg. Maybe a little bit of cardamom. But quite complex. Now, the wine has taken a step up in terms of that complexity by letting this wine sit for this period of time, which to me says let the wine sit for a few years before I open another bottle. So this is the 2010, and I certainly will let it sit for a while before I do open this. Open another one, I should say. I'm getting a sense now of some coconutty, some sweetness, so there's certainly American oak involved in this wine. And I'm sure there's some French oak in there as well, from what I smelt originally. There's just a lot happening here. This Marius vineyard, by the way, is I suppose just on the edge of the foothills from McLaren Vale, leading up into the hills above McLaren Vale, Malunga. And the whole vineyard is basically transported rocky soils, which probably aren't too good for much else. You have to excuse that. There's an alarm set for I'm doing some watering outside. It's my alarm to go turn it off, so I'll turn it off soon. That is just lovely. Now, those same elements that I got on the nose, that coconut element, a bit of fruit sweetness. The plum, the lavender, the licorice, particularly on the finish. The licorice is quite nice and more pronounced on the palate than what it was on the nose. And there's tannins. Now it's interesting. I'm going to say the tannins. There's strength in the tannins, but they're not like a monster coming in and attacking the palate. So it is well balanced, but there is plenty of tannin there. Not teeth drying, so I'm not saying it's out of balance. It's certainly balanced lovely with the fruit. This is magnificent. I reckon at least 3 years before I open another bottle. So Roger, if you look at this, Roger's the vigneron and I suppose you say winemaker for Marius. Magnificent job, mate, and job well done. So I'm going to continue enjoying this. So that's all we have time for on Grape TV today. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed sharing the Marius Sympatico 2010 with you, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much. Bye.